And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the final qualifying match here of tonight's broadcast of the EWC Esports World Cup 2025, America's Open Qualifier number 2. Oh boy, we just went through a plethora of matches, and of course we already have 3 players confirmed. We have Estrella, we have Future, and we have Kellizer. We have three players confirmed through into the closed qualifier, and we have 1 slot left. This slot. Let's go. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Pylon, we have the Brazilian Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Team Hellfire, leading the series 2-1. It is MasTeR. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the American Terran player. We have the orange Terran representing Team Detonate. It is Dolan. And if you're in the chat, predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chats, as it is Gamba time. Now again, we are jumping in mid-series. They were of course facing off while we were covering Kellizer versus Eggs, and they have made it all the way here to game 4. Personally, regardless of how this goes, give me an ace match. I want a game 5. I want us to go the distance here, but the pressure is on, and we'll see how our Terran player responds. Now, for those who are unaware, Dolan, he is a very aggressive, very unique player. I say unique, he does come up with his own builds. He comes up with his own builds. He does have his own more aggressive style, more quirky nature, and we often do see some more interesting all-ins out of Dolan. So, double gas opener into a faster factory. We're loading into Pylon. Pylon already favors all-ins as well, so we expect an aggressive build here from Dolan. From the side of MasTeR, it's on him to defend, to survive the aggression of Dolan, and to weather the storm and claim the game and the series. Woodamas, one more game is all he needs to advance on into the closed qualifier. Oh boy. Here we go. As of course we are a little bit biased here. Dolan, he's an ex-CranKy Duckling. For those who are unaware, the CranKy Ducklings, we once did house quite a pro team. We had Miguelito, we had Vindicta, we had Patty Mac, and we had Dolan as the NA roster. When it comes to the Latin American roster, we had Neo, we had Ryu, we had Eric as well. I mean, Ryu and Eric are still technically on the team. They're very much so inactive nowadays, but of course we still hold them near and dear to our hearts. Likewise, when it comes to the NA roster, no longer are they with the CranKy Ducklings, but again, we're still very fond of them. Still very fond. Mijitos, papi, mijitos. Regardless, here we go. Behind this, we do have the initial Hellion opener. From the Hellion, we have the reactor on the racks, we have the tech lab on the factory. From here, we can go for an add-on swap, or we can commit into early tanks or early cyclone production. Oh boy. Meanwhile, Dolan does slip into the main. Does slip in. Likewise, does threaten those stalkers. Does threaten. Of course, if you missed it, Dolan did play, of course, did compete at DreamHack Dallas. Did take down Jimmy on stage, of course. They were competing on stage, on the mainstream. And of course, Dolan's strongest matchup is TvP. This is where he can be the most aggressive and he has the most flexibility. And Jimmy had a hard time. And we'll see if MasTeR can do what Jimmy could not. We'll see if Dolan can replicate that success. Ooh, as both Reapers do go down. We do get a full scout of the main base. This is going to be a Twilight Council opener out of MasTeR. Meanwhile, another force field. Very nice force field usage here from MasTeR. Locking down those Hellions, locking down the aggression, and does defend. Behind this, tech labs are done, and we were curious what was going to be done with those tech labs. We have tank production, we have Banshee production as well. Again, it's going to be quite committed here out of Dolan, going for tanks and going into Cloak Banshee. We've actually seen a lot of Cloak Banshee tonight in a plethora of matches, and we've seen a lot of Cloak Banshees win, just straight up win games against Zerg and against Terran in tonight's broadcast. And we'll see that trend continues for the time being. Ooh, extra gateways on the way. Blink is not being researched. I assumed it was being Stalker, but no, we are rushing into early charge. Now, I think this is a really smart way to play against Dolan. Early charge is very safe. We've spoken about this before, but charge lots, especially early on, they can completely shut down tank pushes. Tank pushes are vulnerable to this. Hero, he even went for this kind of build, this kind of style, this kind of response during the GSL finals a couple of weeks ago against Cure in that TvP. So with this, we have a 4-gate setup going into the Robo, going into the Temple Archives. That Robo does mean that we will have detection. That's a Robo before the expansion. And again, this is all on 2 bases. In a standard game, in an economic game, we would already see a third. There'd already be a 3rd base by now instead of all this tech. But MasTeR, he's intentionally staying on 2 bases, taking his gases, and this is just really safe play out of MasTeR. Dolan, on the flip side, is doubling down. We have more Raxes, we have a 3-1-1 setup, E-base on the way for +1, and again, Dolan does often commit on 2 bases, especially on Pylon. Like, this map is known for 2-base all-ins and 2-base play, so MasTeR is kind of, in a way, almost hard countering. There's a scan. Scan reveals no expansion, scan reveals Zealots. You don't see this many Zealots without good reason. Dolan knows charge. He knows a charge is done. So Dolan is fully aware thanks to that scan, immediately walls up. Immediately he does wall up, he does wall off, bunkers are being thrown down, depot as well. This also tells us that Dolan probably has already played against this style in this series. Most likely already faced off against it. And here we go. Third TC in the main. Third command center in the main base. Stim is on the way. +1 alongside it. Yo, shout out to Vicintin in the chat. Fala galera, papi, fala galera. Oh my god, it's been a long time. Been a long time. Vicintin, if I remember correctly, used to be a caster back in the day. Used to be a caster. Like back in 2020, 2021. It's been a couple of years. Been a couple of years. Este Vicintin. Good to see you. Good to see you. As for now, we can see that MasTeR is waiting outside of the bases. Banshees, they poke into the main. They poke into the natural. Sorry, the natural in the third. Gonna be zoned away. Scan reveals setup. Scan reveals a High Templar and the Storm. Again, really good scan usage here by Dolan. I know that Vendetta does this quite often as well. Not afraid to scan just to confirm what's going on, confirm what they're up against. Mind drop moving out. And again, on the one hand, ideally Dolan did want to be aggressive, but because MasTeR's third base is so delayed, he doesn't have to be. Just building up towards a longer game, say towards the mid game. Scan into the main, reveals that the Bay just got thrown down, so Colossal production on the horizon. This will tell Dolan to start working towards Vikings. Banshees, they go between the bases, they can one-shot, but the cannons are in position. So far getting 2 probes. Plenty of space behind the main. Plenty of space. Drop into the mineral line. Oh. And a bit of a scramble. Oh my god, a bit of a scramble here for the defense. Cull workers do go down. Dolan does save one Widow Mine, and it will not save the other. Shot goes off. Softens off the Zealots. But Dolan, it looks like he will finally break out. It goes Academy just now finishing up as well. Dolan looking to claim his third. Oh. Looking to claim his expansion. Zealot's going to be zoned away. MasTeR taking his fourth. I do like this fourth base timing. As soon as the third base is done, fourth base is on the way. Storm is complete for MasTeR, and he has 4 High Templar. That's a loaded prism. Once again, double Banshee into the main. They can one-shot probes. 3, 4, 5. Oh, 3, 4 probe kills. There we go. 5 probes towards the end. 5 workers go down. Likewise, Storm Drop coming in. Storm Drop does come in. Now MasTeR going to be zoned back. MasTeR is zoned away. Likewise, just building up 2 Colossus at a time. Now, initially I was okay with Dolan being more defensive and more passive just because MasTeR was being so defensive and passive. But now, coming into the mid-game here, I mean, MasTeR is getting a bit out of hand. At least he was. Oh my god, 5 more probes. Again, very nice damage with these Banshees. Finally, they're going to be going down, but they have paid for themselves. At this point, they have paid for themselves. Solid damage here from Dolan. We see MasTeR ready for a Zealot run-by. The moment the Dolan moves out, MasTeR, he's ready to counterattack. He's ready to punish. Dolan unaware. He's the danger, Dolan. Yes, he is. I'm playing AoE 4, but yes, I was a SD cast a long time ago. Yeah, I remember. Good to see you again. Hope you're enjoying your time. Oh no! Ooh, my shot going off, and the prism goes down. Were those 4 High Templar? The 4 High Templar! The 4 High Templar were inside. Ay, ay, ay. The Templar go down the prism as well. Zelrama gets dealt with. Dolan, he shuts this down. Again, very nice defense here by Dolan. MasTeR, he did overextend. Again, he lost 4 High Templar and the War Prism. Or they were in the War Prism. And with that, Dolan does take a supply lead. But we do see MasTeR with how many? With 4 Colossus. He's still got 4 Colossus. He's only down to 2 High Templar, so storms are going to be limited. Disruptor reduction, disruptors have begun. And again, this can still go either way. When it comes to the main fight, it comes down to the spellcasters, the EMPs. Meanwhile, how many Vikings do we have? I'm afraid to look. 0. 0 Vikings. Remember, Dolan, he saw the Colossus, he saw the Bay earlier. Does save the ghost just barely. Has to get the hell out of here, but without Vikings, how does he deal with this? He doesn't. He has to pull back to the tanks. The tanks, they will help, they will support. EMP's popping up. But charge will take a lapse in. And Dolan, he has to kite back. Zealous, they will overwhelm. The Colossus, they just rain down to the army. If it doesn't connect. But Dolan, he plummets in supply. And again, Dolan, he saw the Bay. He should have had Vikings for this. Without them, he can't engage. Not against 4 Colossus. Does dive in, takes Storm to the face, takes down the Disruptor. And the Colossus, they just reign supreme. They rain down here from the skies. Zealous, they push into the bases. Natural goes down, and MasTeR, he's done it. He has done it here. Again, Dolan, he was doing a great job when it came to defending, when it came to scouting, when it came to moving out, but alas, he didn't respond to what he was scouting to. He wasn't ready for the 4 Colossus. So many Medivacs, but they do nothing. They support nothing. GG gets called, and MasTeR, he will take the series 3-1, qualifying for the America's Closed Qualifier. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Congratulations, and congratulations to MasTeR. He does claim the series. Again, there was a back and forth, but MasTeR does claim it in the end. Again, Dolan, I do appreciate his response and his style there in that last game, especially when it came to recognizing the danger that he was in if he were to be too aggressive. Did recognize the danger that he would have been in, so he was a little bit more defensive and passive instead, and he was doing so much with the Banshees. The Banshees are doing a lot of damage as well, but despite doing damage besides scouting, despite even shutting down that War Prism and shutting down all those High Templar, he was not able to deal with the Colossus. The Colossus, the laser giraffes, they just mowed down everything before them. Again, too many Medivacs and 0 Vikings. There was no answer to those Colossus, whether it would have been a higher Viking count or a higher tank count, a more fortified position back at home. Alas, Dolan was caught with his pants down. The pants were down, and MasTeR makes it through. GG. GG, well played. With that, he does claim the series, and with that, let's head on over. Let's catch up on the brackets. Let's catch up on specifically all of the qualified players. Let's go. Let us go. Do you need a moment here to set that up? But as a reminder, the closed qualifier is tomorrow. Oh boy. It is going to be tomorrow here. So I do just need a moment to switch our scenes over and catch up. Here we go. Bam. Okay, so for those that are just now tuning in, first things first, we are live here on a daily basis. Every single day we have plenty of StarCraft action, especially because of the EWC. There's just so many qualifiers going on, and with that, we have wrapped up our NA qualifiers, and now we have our players. Here we have them. It's going to be 3 Protoss. It's going to be Estrella, Trigger, and MasTeR. MasTeR, he is the final player that's missing here to fill out the 3 Protosses. Meanwhile, we have 3 Terrans. We have Future, Kelazar, and Juanito Special as our 3 Terran representatives, and we have 2 Zergs in Cham and Scarlet. Here we go. So we have 8 players in total, and they will construct this 8-player double elimination bracket where only 1 qualifies. Only 1 player here. So it's going to be double elimination. We have best of 7s, we have best of 5s, we have a crazy bracket here, and this is going to be played out tomorrow. tomorrow is going to be the closed qualifier. I'm sure later on tonight we will see the seeded brackets and we'll confirm who's playing who, but for now, yet to be determined. And coming into this, who do we favor? I mentioned this before. A lot of these players have been MIA. A lot of these players, they did take a lot of time off because of EWC, sorry, during the off season of EWC even. Scarlet took some time off. Scarlet went on a hiatus for like 6+ months. Cham took some time off. Future took some time off. Kellezer took some time off. Special as well. Estrella. Fun fact, out of all these players who didn't take time off, Trigger and MasTeR. To be fair, Trigger and MasTeR, they've both been on that grind this entire time, even during the off season, during October, November, December, January, March, April. All these other players were again taking a break. Trigger and MasTeR, they were on that grind. So because of that, I would say that right now, last year Estrella was the representative. Last year in EWC, Estrella, he was the best player in the Americas, and he was a part of EWC as a result. He was there. Currently, I would say that Estrella, alongside all these other players, they're still like regaining their skill. They're still kind of like getting back on that horse and shaking off all that rust. I would say that Trigger is the current best player, and he was just in GSL, by the way. Like, he was just in GSL season 1. He was a part of that. He was in Korea. So right now, Trigger's in form, and right now I would say that it's all about who can bring Trigger down. Again, even though some of these players have been on a break, they're all a lot of them, if not all of them, are all experienced players, so it doesn't take long. It doesn't take long to get back on that horse, to shake off the rust, and to get back into the swing of things. Doesn't take long at all. But because of that, I don't know where to place my expectations for players like Scarlet, for Cham, for Estrella, like for Special. Like, I don't know how to rate them. I don't know how to judge them right now, and we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out tomorrow in this qualifier. So best of luck to all the players. Again, I'm a big fan of players like, of course, Cham and Scarlet. I want them both to do well. Likewise, Kellezer, Diego also want to do well. Max, Trigger, Future. I mentioned this before. Even Juanito and MasTeR as well. I mentioned this before, but the hardest thing about the Americas region is that I love all the players. Like, I want them all to excel. I want them all to do well. I want them all to achieve success here. But there's only enough room for one. Like, hearts are going to be broken tomorrow is the reality here. Only one of these players can make it through. So best of luck. As you can see here again, tomorrow in less than 24 hours is going to be the closed qualifier for the Americas. Meanwhile, if you can't wait that long, then we got you covered, because up next on the channel is going to be the Korean qualifier. Bam, here we go. You can see our schedule is insanely packed, full of EWC qualifiers. Even if it wasn't full of EWC qualifiers, we're live on a daily basis, twice a day, every single day. If you maybe are just now finding us, if you maybe just now tuning in, welcome to the CranKy Ducklings. We've been casting full-time StarCraft since 2020. Before that, we were casting as well, but not full-time. But yes, every single day, 2 times a day, at least 2 times, sometimes 3, 4 times a day, we are live here on the channel. We cast more than any other channel out there, more than Wardy, more than Steadfast, more than anyone else. We have the content, we have the quantity, and we have a little bit of the quality as well. So if you enjoyed the cast, if you enjoyed the commentary, if you want some more StarCraft, then consider following us here on YouTube, consider following us on Twitch, consider following us on your preferred platform of choice. We do stream every single day, and when it comes to our schedule, currently we're here on Thursday. Yes, no, Friday. Sorry, Friday. All the days are waiting together. So we're here on the Friday schedule, and we just wrapped up with our Americas qualifier, and as you can see, the Korean qualifier is at 6 p.m. KST. That's going to be 7 p.m. AEST. That is going to be in 7 hours. In 7 hours time, we're going to be back. We're going to be live with the Korean qualifier of the Esports World Cup, and then we have the Asia qualifier thereafter. So basically, there is a little bit of overlap there, but we're gonna focus and wrap up the Korean qualifier first, and then that leads us into the Asia qualifier thereafter. We'll be jumping into that after the Korea qualifier. So back-to-back qualifiers. Then, as you can see, on Saturday we have the Americas closed qualifier. That's what that is. Then we have the Korea second open qualifier, and then on Sunday in the morning at 1 a.m. At 1 a.m. KST, we have the European closed qualifier, we have the Korea closed qualifier in the evening, and we have the May Mayhem in the afternoon. So we have just, again, non-stop StarCraft. Again, we have all the content, all the events, all here, all on the channel, all here in English, of course. And yeah, again, consider following us, consider tuning in. Again, thank you so much for all the support that we got here throughout the broadcast as well. We had a lot of new subscribers, we had a lot of new supporters, so thank you so much for all the support. We do appreciate it. Gracias, papi, gracias. I do appreciate it. And again, you can support us via Patreon as well. Our Patreon is designed to fund our tournaments. If you want to help support the community, if you want to help support the scene and support the players, you can do so via Patreon, as 100% of the money on Patreon goes towards the players of our tournaments, of course, of Sparkling Tuna Cup, MSO, and SDO as well. Again, currently we do earn 451 USD a month on Patreon, and our next goal is on 500. We're almost there, almost at our next goal. Again, that is to boost the prize pool even further of Sparkling Tuna Cup. If you're curious, Sparkling Tuna Cup, that is a weekly open tournament. It is one day before like the Woody TV Mondays or the Monday Night Weeklies or the Pig Store Mondays. First is Sparkling Tuna Cup, then it goes into all those other weeklies, and it is open to all players. We often see players like Björn, Solar, Showtime, Skilless, many others. The Koreans and Europeans, they face off, they clash in said tournaments. So if you want to help support them, you can do so via Patreon. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. I'm insanely tired. It is midday, by the way. Jesus, it is midday here in Australia. I started casting last night, 8 p.m. So, Jesus. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 16 hours we've been up, we've been casting. Of course, we did have like 2-hour breaks in between, each qualifier, but yeah, we just reached 16 hours of being awake and just casting non-stop. I'm gonna go pass out, or I say pass out, I should get some work done here. I should like work on some thumbnails and get a little bit of work done, but I'm gonna try to get at least some hours of sleep before waking up in 7 hours to do it all again. So again, in 7 hours time, we'll be here, we'll be back with some more StarCraft action, with some Korean StarCraft as a change of pace. Oh, let's go. Here we go. Go. It's catching up. Let's go. I see Max is in the chat at SC Australia. Good luck, baby. But yes, GG, well played. With that, we're gonna be wrapping up here for the time being. I'm gonna be wrapping up, and again, best of luck to all the players, best of luck to all the competitors as well, and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tonight, I guess. We'll see you in 7 hours. I'll try to sleep. Otherwise, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting. You can follow us on all the social medias: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord. All things CranKy Ducklings. Links are in the chats. We do post whenever we go live. We post on our socials whenever we go live, and again, you can interact with us when we're not here via Discord. You know, Discord is the place to be for the community as well. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Until then, ciao, papi, ciao, hasta luego. See you next time, papi. See you next time.